All right, welcome back to SI Now, powered by Ford. And over the years, our next guest has made us laugh on Saturday Night Live in more than 75 films. He's now starring in the new Netflix original series, Real Rob, which debuted on Tuesday. Rob Schneider is here.
Thank you.
Real Rob. This is a comedy series kind of based on, we're laughing through this, but it's kind of based on real life, your real life.
Yeah, I mean, it's loosely. It's like, life with the boring parts cut out, I hope. But it shows me being a real jerk. I loved Fawlty Towers, which is like the Mona Lisa of sitcoms. I wanted to do something where, it's funny. I can play a jerk. And my wife and I were talking about it. You do it. So my wife and I, we do it together. And it ended up being a really fun experience.
Is it the real Rob? Is this the real Rob Schneider?
Versions of me. I mean, I play a huge a-hole in it. I hope I'm not that big of an a-hole. My wife will have to tell you if it's how true it is. I just want to do something funny. I want to have a chance to do something great. That's it. Who doesn't want that?
Absolutely.
It's like, I can't believe Kobe's retiring. It's like, geez, he was like, I just remember him like when he was 19, just throwing error balls, but having the confidence to keep throwing the air balls,
So they
and everybody going, who is this? What is this moron doing? And they were like, he's going to be the greatest. Just hang in there. And they knew. Right. Jerry West knew. So I can't believe he's retiring. How old do I feel?
That's what I was going to ask you. How old does it make you feel when you see, first it was Jordan retiring. You're like, all right, that's what we grew up seeing as the pinnacle of NBA. Kobe makes you feel old, though, doesn't it?
He won 6. Yeah. You think, but Kobe does make you feel old because I remember him being a kid.
Right.
And I've been like, being twice as old as him. And like, wow, and now he's retiring. But it really was. It makes you appreciate those guys and all the crap that he was given. It makes you like, you know what, maybe they shouldn't have been. The media is, with the intensity and the scrutiny of the media. Can you imagine Warren Spahn and like Mickey Mantle if the media was like the media now?
Oh, Mickey
if
Mantle
they're like,
especially.
Mickey Mantle was out till 4 last night.
Exactly.
But Babe Ruth gave syphilis to 8 women this weekend. It's like, it's unbelievable.
Next on SI.com.
Yeah.
Hey, in the show, you use some of your comedy stand-ups as kind of a way to break up the show a little bit. A lot of them are kind of based on things that have happened to you over your career, your life.
Stuff.
Is it true stuff?
The more you can be honest, the better, I think. And at the same time, you have to not let reality, the truth slow you down. You have to be, you never forget you're just there to entertain. It can't be like therapy. It is, but, and I want to do a funny show while I still can. And I want to do something as crazy as I could right now. And I think this is it. No network would let me put this on. So I love it. We paid for it ourselves. And Netflix has been kind enough to really support us and to just, buy the show and put it on.
Is that right? You took money out of your own pocket?
My wife and I, we said, yeah, honey, we're doing this. Forget the Bel Air home. We're going to buy a TV show. That's what we did.
All right, let's put your NBA analyst hat on if there is one.
Yes.
Luke Walton or Steve Kerr? Who do you want coaching this team right now?
You can't give Luke Walton the credit for he turned the team around. They were, God bless to give Steve Kerr the wins. That's okay. But Luke should get something. He should get like a basket of something.
If you're sitting there and you're Steve Kerr, do you get yourself back as quick as possible, or do you almost say, I don't want to mess things up? Team's not losing any games.
Well, it's not like that. Once you won it one time, you can relax a little bit. But these guys, you got guys. Steve Kerr was he was the guy who was critical to those old Bulls offense because they really did. Because you can throw 3 guys on Jordan and he still gets some shots off, but you can't throw 3 guys if you got a guy who's going to throw darts from a 3-point range like Kerr. So Kerr would open it up for Jordan. And then and Kerr was a guy who also can open it up for Pippen. So you had a real guy who was a winner who would kill you, and Kerr was one of those guys. And so it's just nice to know, but you have to have the horses. And so he did, and he had and the way to keep the guys seem to not have a gigantic ego with this. Of course, they just won it once. So they won it 2 times, who knows? But I don't think you'll have the same problem because, the problem with Shaq and Kobe was like, it's my team, it's Kobe's team. Hey, you guys are winning 2 championships, 3 in a row. Well, you guys, does it matter? And I think those egos kind of got in the way, and finally this is too big a team for both of them, which seems at the end of the day, it's like, guys, you had a chance for one more. And now Kobe realizes, I'm sure, hey, how special that is to get a chance. And so, and I think in the same way, you don't have that same gigantic media frenzy up in the Bay Area. And so I think these guys can really enjoy themselves and have a chance to to actually have a repeat if they stay healthy. But they're not content with just one.
Yeah.
These guys want to win every game. This is like, there's not, these other guys like, my assistant, the great assistant and co-producer of my show, David Tanner, is saying, it's ain't like the Heat where they kind of, okay, we'll just do as good as we need to do to get into the playoffs and then we'll go for it. Every game means something to them. And that's exciting. That's exciting for fans, and most teams don't do that. So I think they've got a chance to kind of reinvigorate the league.
Oh, they have. I mean, Steph Curry almost single-handedly is reinvigorated.
If somebody doesn't, crack his sternum on a play, because that guy, he's fragile. You just see him, he's like and he flips, He fell on his head in the playoffs. His head. And like, is he dead? Is that guy, I remember, is that guy dead? He fell on his head on the hardwood car. I mean, that guy, you need a helmet. You got to give him a helmet or something.
No, you're right. I tell you what, listen. If this acting thing doesn't work out, you got a future as an NBA analyst here.
I'm here. It's just the right coffee mix this morning.
The Netflix original series, Real Rob, 8 episodes. It's out right now. Rob, thanks so much for being here, man.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Appreciate it.